Hey, what's up, everybody? If you can hear me, it looks like we're live now. So, I'm just trying something new. I've been doing Q&As, and this is going to be like a live help where you, the audience, can bring coding questions to me, and then I'll help you live here for the 30 minutes to an hour or so that I'm available. So right now, the first one that I'm going to do is one that I got on Discord. So let me bring that up real quick. Give me just a second. Alright, so the issue for this one is that the user wants this input right here and this button to be centered horizontally. And so this one's actually a fairly easy fix, just simple line of CSS. So here's the HTML markup, and if you can't see my screen very well, let me go ahead and brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Alright, and while I'm in here, I'm just going to do a couple extra things. So just right off the bat, I noticed that you have spaces around the equal signs for the ID, and typically you won't see spaces on either side of the equal sign. And so just to be consistent across the board, just to make it match everything else you've got going on here, we'll go ahead and get rid of those. And then it looks like we have some formatting issues here, which is not a huge deal, but it makes it easier to know what's going on if you sort this stuff out. And so we'll go ahead and fix that, and then drop that down. Let's see what we got. There we go. And if you want to be able to read everything on one line, that's actually fine. So you'll see down here it says column 96. Typically with coding, you'll find column 80, which is right about here, and then drop it down to the next line, or you can put that space there and drop it like that. And that way, if you move things to the left or to the right, you'll be able to see. Obviously, I've got this side window open, I'd have to close it, but you'll be able to see all the code within an 80 line column, or whatever it's called, 80 column line. Okay, so saving that, looking at style, you see you have text line center here and here, but not here. And then this one is hash container, which is for the ID. And so what we can actually do to kind of group these together, make our code dry, right? Do not repeat yourself. We've noticed that we already repeated ourselves once. We have two of the same CSS selectors, or whatever it's called, properties inside the rule. And so I'm going to move the container up, tab out the paragraphs, and so now everything's inside the container. And so we'll save this. We'll get rid of text align center inside of both of these, and then for the container, I'll go ahead and do a text align center, and then the display inline margin left with the 100% stuff, I think that's not going to be necessary. We'll go ahead and just save it how it is, fix the formatting here a little bit, save, and head back over here and refresh. And alright, so something is going on here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this display inline margin left with 100%. Just leave the text align center on the container and refresh. There it is. Alright, so what it's done is it's taken everything here and centered it. So you can see we've got this centered. You had these two centered originally, but we've just grouped everything together. So whatever you want centered can go inside here. Now if you don't want something centered, then you'll need to manually move it back over to the left. So like say for instance, instruct, you wanted that to be text align left. Now that goes to the left, and then the caption to document and the button and the input stay centered. So go ahead and take that back out and refresh. So that's it for this one. I'm going to go ahead and close this up real quick. And that one went by pretty quick, so I'd be down to do another one. If anybody here, there's only a couple people here, but if anybody here has a question, let me know. So Arpit Verma is asking React or Angular. If you're asking which one is better or which one you should learn, it really just depends on what kind of job you're looking for. One's a library, React, and it has this huge ecosystem of other libraries, and it essentially makes a framework. And then Angular is technically a framework. They both do very similar things. They both achieve kind of the same end result, just moving your development of the UI, UX stuff to the front end, as opposed to using like something on the back end, like a template engine. Either one's fine. Just if you're trying to get a job, go find out what the companies that you want to work for are using, and then learn that particular framework or library. It may not even be React or Angular. It probably is, but it could be Vue or one of those other ones. Alright, so I'm not seeing any other questions. Totally fine. Just to recap, if you see these live developer help streams in the future, basically what that means is that we have a couple questions, so I'll answer those in just a second. But these ones are not Q&As. They're kind of like Q&As, but they're for coding. So if you have an actual code problem you can share with me on Gorm IDE or GitHub or CodePen, something like that, then I can actually help you live here for free. And this is the kind of thing that I normally offer as part of like tutoring sessions, which are paid, but I'm going to be doing them free, just for, I don't know, the time being, just to see kind of how it goes. But Michael, how's it going? Good to see you again. Ramon, or Raymond, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Do I have a course on React? I don't. Colt Steele does. And you can find his course along with several other good React courses at topratedtechcourses.com. Alright. That is going to be it. If you're on the Discord server, or actually you can reach me here in the comments too, but if you have something that you want me to like help you with in my next live session, then just leave a comment. Since this is a live video, the comments probably won't be available until it gets uploaded or whatever. You want a course made by me? Yeah, I don't really use React. I actually made a React container earlier just to test it out on Gorm. And I know I'm mispronouncing that, but I don't speak Korean, so it's like, React is interesting. I hate that there's like all this setup that you have to do, like all these hoops you have to jump through. And I know there's stuff that makes it easier, like you can work with Gatsby. There's different services that'll like handle all that for you, so you don't have to set up Webpack and everything. And I know Create React App has it all set up for you, but anyway, I don't have to use that kind of stuff for the work that I do. So I'm not really at a point where I would necessarily want to like make a course on it. That said, there's a possibility that I might go work somewhere where they want me to teach React, and so in that case I would probably have to change that very quickly. If I end up picking React up again and like building stuff with it, I'll make some videos about it, but no promises, because I don't know if I'll be doing that anytime soon. And Channel NPS, hey, how's it going? Alright, so awesome. I'm really glad to hear that, Raymond. If you have any questions, hit me up in the live Q&As, and if you have any coding questions, hit me up in these live developer helps. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one off for now. If you need help, oh Ace, this was just a quick video. You can play it back to see what I was working on. But basically, the format for this, for anybody that's watching, is that I'm going to be helping people during these live videos. Like, just bring me your code questions, and I'll pull it up on the screen and work through it. And I'll show you what was wrong or how to fix it. This one was really simple. It's just a little CSS thing, a little one-liner thing. But I don't care how simple it is. I'm happy to help anybody with their questions and problems. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you all in the next video.